Good morning. Well, we have decided to launch a new platform on YouTube. And guess what it's called? The Paradise Movement. Now, we've got several channels here on YouTube, but this one, it's 2022. It's January of 2022. I know people say don't do that because all of your stuff should be evergreen. Well, if you keep refreshing, then the old stuff is just as vibrant as the new stuff. And there's a really good reason to timestamp things, because then you can look at where were we then, where are we now, and then where do we want to go into the future. I am so excited to tell you who my guests are today, because they are from another part of the world. I am your host, Dr. Deb Carlin, and I'm located here in the Chicago area in a little village just north of the city. And my friends today are Michael and Carola from the Netherlands. Good morning or good afternoon and greetings to you today. How are you?
Good morning, Deborah. Good morning.
Hi there. Yes, we're so excited to be on your, I don't know how to call it, your program, your event, or your recording. It's such an honor to be here with you together. And it's amazing what technology does, right? From the other part of the world.
Absolutely.
And here we are.
So here's how we got introduced. We are all together here today. Thank you to our dear friend. We call him Sir David.
David, right.
Yes, Sir David Fabricius, who is, talk about a person who knows how to put people together appropriately. He introduced us a couple of weeks ago, and we've been emailing, and then we got on a Zoom call here, and it just went so well. I sparked an idea and said, we got to share this with people because there's so much that all three of us are doing that is for the good of human beings, for the good of the human condition. It's very much faith-based in human behavior, in our soul, in our mind, in our heart. And I love what you two do. So I'd like to start out with Carola. While Michael was taking a little hike, you were telling me what your morning was like. Would you talk about that now? Talk about the program that you were doing and what you were doing and your drive and the weather and all that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This morning I went to the other side of the Netherlands. I had a coaching. It's a small coaching workshop this morning with a couple of people that own a horse. Mm-hmm. It's really cold outside at the moment and gray here in the Netherlands. We are in winter time, and it's an outdoor event. So I have to be very take care of myself very well.
Hardy.
And yeah, exactly. And it is. I coach them with their own horse. So okay. It's also called My Horse, My Mirror. And I coach them together with their own horse because their horse knows them in a certain way. And whenever they go into the coaching program like this, I enable the horse to be free to give them feedback on what is really going on, and then it really gives a transformation from the inside out. And whenever they make a slight shift or a transformation, the horse responds in a different way. So it's so beautiful to do. This morning it was 3 different kind of coachings, totally different kind, and it were 3 women. They really connected and bonded, and it was sometimes moved to tears, and they laughed together, and it was really an experience.
So who are you two marvelous people that I have just absolutely become enamored of? How did you come into the horses, and what do the two of you do together that is about this? What's your mission?
Well, our mission is a big mission. We both really love to help people to transform not only people in general, but mainly business people, entrepreneurs, and we love to inspire and to take you through the process and help you to empower you in
how we addressed it. We want to bring life. That's the mission on the highest level, to bring life. And that meaning touching, moving, inspiring people in order to bring a transformation in their lives, in their business. So it's the two worlds we are moving ourselves is in business and in life. And typically for life, for example, together we run a mental health care institution where young women with psychological and social problems, challenges caused by trauma, abuse. This age group is between 15 and 22 years of age. They live with us, and we have a program focused on the restoration, healing of the trauma, and prepare them for the real world, right? And so it's on all levels. It's mental, spiritual, also physical level. We are helping them. We are preparing them for the real world, so they can have a life on their terms. They can lead a life on their terms.
First of all, I'm so smitten with your accents. I absolutely, I'm listening intently because the way that you articulate is so beautiful. One of the things that you said in the very beginning of this, each of you, is it's about life. It's about being alive. And I love that, because if we are just here existing and we don't have that zest, in our heart, if we don't have faith that gives us purpose, if we don't use our mind to spark it all and engage in our emotions healthfully, then life is, I don't even know what life is. It's depressing, it's stagnant. And one of the things I love about the two of you is the engagement with the horses. And I could rattle on here for the entire program, but why the horses? Why are the two of you so immersed in the horses? What is it about those magnificent four-legged creatures?
Well, in our mental health care company, the horses have a central place. They have, I coach the girls with, we have only girls living with us, about 15 at the moment. They are living with us. And I coach them with the horses as well, in order to help them become aware of their own body language, of their communication, but also of the hidden communication, of what they're longing for in life. And the horses are such beautiful mirrors, and they just are honest. They don't have a hidden agenda. They just show you where you are at the moment. And if you have, if the trauma comes up, they can be very gentle, or they just move away from you if you don't want anyone one around you. So the horses are, to me, I'm the horse behavior specialist as well. And Michael is more, he doesn't have anything with horses. So
I like to watch. I like to watch with my coffee and looking outside when it's raining, and I wait. But what I like about the work, the transformational work Carola is doing with the horses, together with the girls, with the young women, but also with her customers, which are also in many cases business people. I think it's as far as I know, the best form of not only transformational work, but also experiential learning. So it's learning by experience. You immediately feel it What if you need to tweak? It's sometimes it's about tweaks, minor tweaks.
Yeah.
In the work with the horse, as I'm an observer and I see what's happening, I see that deep transformation coming from the ahas, the wows, because they really now can make the slight adjustments, and the effect, the immense slight adjustments, very big effects on their life, on the way they communicate, they interact with each other. So that's what I like about the work of the horses, what Carola is and a few other of our staff members are doing. And it's very profound, and I like it. I got to really appreciate it. Being not a horseman at all, right?
Yeah, right, exactly. You know, the thing that I think about with horses, I've been madly in love with horses since I was a little girl, and it's their beauty, it's their stature. If you are able to walk up to a horse, you feel so lucky. Like, I'm touching this horse. I remember as a little girl getting really excited going riding and being able to just control my squeal, but later relate back to people. I got to touch this horse. I got to, ride this horse, pet this horse, feel this horse. What is it about the horse that's so magical? Is it their stature? Is it the history of them on the planet? What is that? What is it about a horse?
Yeah, a lot of people are asking that, and it's always personal what it is.
Yeah.
But a lot of people see the horse as a symbol of power, but also as a symbol of freedom. And it's the inner longing for freedom that is so. Some people are afraid of horses.
Yeah.
But also. Almost all of them are afraid of the freedom they can have whenever they explore and develop into who they really supposed to be.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. So that's.
I could see that psychologically and physically, because a horse can run and wander and walk. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So what do you do if someone comes to you for help, but they're just so afraid of the horses? What do you do? How do you get them through that?
Well, usually I'll just make a connection first and see who are you, what do you like, what do you love, what are your fears, and then we'll drink a cup of coffee. Michael loves coffee. Yeah. And we'll drink
I love coffee. I'm celebrating the two of you by drinking coffee here today.
That's good.
Yeah. We have a drink, and then we go and stand near the horses. And whenever the conversation starts and the horses are in the neighborhood or in the you can see the horses, but they're not close by. And even if they are on the other side of a fence, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they just respond to the energy that is going on in the conversation.
Yeah.
So whatever is going on in the conversation, they respond to by moving away from us or just becoming curious. They respond, and as a coach, equine coach, I can make myself quite neutral in the in the communication or the conversation, so they will respond to the reactions of my customer, and that's so beautiful.
Yeah. So Michael, with the work that you do, how do you dovetail with what your partner there does? Is it a part of the conversation? Is it a part of an offering? Do some of your clients get engaged in what it is that the two of you do? Because you're living in a horse place, right?
Right. My background is in business transformation. So I help entrepreneurs create a 1 million business, to grow their business to 1 million or beyond. That's my niche.
Yeah.
And what I've learned and what I've came to experience myself, it's of course it's about the strategies, the systems you put in place.
Right.
But for 80%, it's psychology.
Yeah.
Right, the mindset, how you behave, but also the conviction that many entrepreneurs have when they are struggling. I help obviously a lot of struggling entrepreneurs that life has become a part of their business instead of the other way around.
Yes. Yes. Exquisite point there. Yes.
Yeah. So it's about making them aware that it's all about their spiritual vision, the vision they have for their life, but also their mission. So we are purpose driven. So we make entrepreneurs aware that they are here for a reason.
Yeah.
And that big vision, within that big vision life has for you, somewhere there is your business instead of the other way around. And the realization that really moves them, really touches them on a much deeper level than when I'm only talking from out of strategies, systems, the business talk, right?
Right.
So, and from here we have the what I've found and experienced the biggest impact in the lives of these entrepreneurs. And my father was an entrepreneur and he was a struggling entrepreneur, so I can relate to that.
Yeah.
I know the hardships. I know what the impact is on your family life.
Right.
And on the children. So I was really messed up. And you will read in my book, by the way.
I got last night. Yes, thank you very much.
It's my personal journey. It's a memoir. It's a biography. And also it's named The Hidden Truths of Success. And it's all about fulfillment. And what I teach, what we want to teach, not only to these young women, but also the entrepreneurs we engage with, is how to lead a life worthy living. So it's about creating an extraordinary life. That's what we all are longing for.
Right.
As far as I think.
I think you're right. You know, as I'm sitting here and I'm listening, I see the three of us since the first time. This is only the second time we've Zoomed together, but we were on for a couple of hours the first time. I mean, I was thinking, we'll get in here, we'll have a conversation. It'll be great, you know, maybe 45 minutes, an hour. And there we were, it was like 2.5 hours. And right. I remember saying to David, you know, he said, how did it go? And I said, we wanted to spend the whole day together. It was marvelous. But aside from the fun that we are having in here, the world in 2022, people are exhausted from 2020 and 2021. And here in the United States, 2020 opened up with, you know, in a couple weeks, all this will be fine. Then it's a couple months, and just a little while, next season. So people are strung out. And talking about having a life with purpose and the vibrance, it occurs to me that all three of us are delivering something, and it dovetails, right? So we're all together in here. And I would like to explore for our audience, okay, you're tuning in right now and you're seeing this, and maybe you're thinking, well, that's curious. I wonder what this is about. But in order for people to come here again, I'm thinking if we had a way to intrigue them in with what it is that we could do for them, it might be really magnificent. So some of the things that I've been thinking about, instead of sitting in my office here and being a talking head, you know, and just doing whatever, I would like to do some episodes in my kitchen showing people how to prepare foods that are going to relax them and really nutrify them. Having some scenes in my den next to a roaring fire, talking to people about how to relax. And you're talking about, all three of us are talking about process and learning and shifting and transformation. We all know that while you can play with the percentages, life is really like 80-90% psychology and the rest is the mechanics of it, right?
Right.
So what if we did some of this, and also what if while Michael was holding the coffee, he could also be outside, and we could film maybe you on a Zoom doing your work with horses, even if it's you with a horse, and know people whose confidentiality needs to be protected, but just to give people the vibrant experience of that.
Yeah. I could even work with a topic somebody wants to bring to the table. I'm at the moment, it's what I see with a lot of women is setting boundaries or dealing with rejection, and that's what comes at the moment, and or not being able to take care of themselves, but always giving everything away. And I can work with those topics, and just whenever I'm focused on those topics, the horse will respond in a different way.
This is fascinating. All right, I vote that we do this. Great. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to keep our audience titillated, and my thinking is that I want to say to everybody who's in our audience watching, we're going to continue to do this. And so what the three of us will do is we will figure out how it is we're going to let out the communications. Social media is powerful. Direct email campaigns are really powerful. So stay tuned. And in the interim, you know where to find us because you got here this time. So keep coming back and subscribe to the channel at the Paradise Movement on YouTube. So Michael and Carola, bless you for being here. Any final words?
It's so I feel so blessed and honored that you will have us here, and that you are. It's just a profound connection we made, and it just feels that there is something is just growing, and something is developing into a big project that we will do together. And to reach out to so many people around the world that really need some hope, some
very good
strength.
Yeah,
great. I think Carola gave the right words to this. It's really we are honored, we are grateful, and we feel blessed. And we really would love to come over to the US to also do some interaction in live, because it's even a much deeper experience then. So that's what we are looking forward to.
Me too.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, this timing is everything, and the world is poised, and we're coming at this from different places around this planet, and so we'll be unfolding more. So on that note, stick with me here while I just say to our audience, bless your hearts for being here, and come back again soon, and peace out. We'll keep you entertained, informed, and getting healed.